I just saw the phone start to move, and that's when I really panicked. I phoned it a couple of times thinking, oh, maybe he's just there.
Grace and Barney had been walking home together, and that's when we found out it must be Grace.
The evidence I've heard has only furthered my belief that my dad was treated as an afterthought on the 13th of June 2023.
Over the last few months, the Nottingham inquiry has heard testimony about the horrific attacks where Barnaby Webber, Grace O'Malley Kumar and Ian Coates were killed by paranoid schizophrenic Valdo Calocane. Nearly 3 years have now passed, but the events of the 13th of June 2023 marked one of Nottingham's darkest days. Just minutes before the attack, the Nottingham students were walking back from a night out, completely unaware of what was to come. Barnaby Webber and Grace O'Malley Kumar were repeatedly stabbed here on Ilkeston Road. It was then Valdo Calocane went off in that direction towards the city centre and went on to kill Ian Coates. He wasn't arrested until 90 minutes later. A taser deployed to finally bring Valdo Calocane into custody. The inquiry was set up to examine what led to this, a chance for families to have their say. Dr. Kumar, we've now come to the end. How are you feeling?
The work actually starts now. People who have to be held accountable, they have to be held to account now. People who didn't do their jobs have to be held to account now. What I found astounding about our case and our heartbreak and the loss of our daughter Gracie was how many people failed to simply do their job. Not just in the medical profession, in the investigations, the police, the integrated care boards, the regional mental health director. They were all asleep on the job.
Looking back over the last few months, the inquiry was emotional for families.
I just saw the phone start to move, and that's when I really panicked. I phoned it a couple of times thinking, oh, maybe he's just there. And we tracked the phone, watched it go all the way to Radford Road Police Station, and that's where I think Emma was on the call, and I said, we've got to go now. I just said something is wrong.
I then received a call from, as I said, a call from one of Grace's friends saying that Barney had passed away and that Grace and Barney had been walking home together. And that's when we found out it must be Grace.
And it was revealed that Ian Coates' body was kept at the crime scene for nearly 15 hours. He was covered by blankets for 2 because of a shortage of forensic tents.
Over the last 2.5 years, I thought I'd heard it all, from missed opportunities, misconduct, clerical mistakes and institutional laziness, but unfortunately more revelations are coming out each week.
Footage like this was newly released, authorities compelled to do so. Valdo Calocane here after his arrest for the attacks. He kicked the female officer. One of the most tense moments of the whole inquiry was when Valdo Calocane's brother objected to a line of questioning about whether he should have done more.
Did you effectively give up trying once he decided that he didn't really want to see you?
I understand that you have instructions to essentially bully me and my family, but I do find that I find this interaction a little bit strange.
After 14 weeks and 164 witnesses, this has been a long process. Dr. Sandro Kumar told me he's read over 20,000 documents for this inquiry, determined to get answers for his daughter.
This heartbreak must not go on to any other family. No, we should be the last. We should be the last, is what Grace's legacy should say. That is the change that she brought about.
I think Grace would be proud of you.
Wherever Grace is, I long to walk with her one day. This is all in her name and no one else's.
The hearings are over and the chair will consider what she's heard with recommendations next spring.